Hello, and thank you for coming to the McWaters Effect. I'm your host, Matt. Today I'm looking at the Gateway Pundit, but first, I need you to hit like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Now let's take a look at this news article. Now guys, before I start reading, there's certain words I can't use because of YouTube policy, so please bear with me. AZ Senate to adjourn before AZ ADT results released. Not scheduled to reconvene until 2022. The AZ legislature is preparing to adjourn for the year and go home until January 2020, leaving their post before the AZ ADT report is produced and legislation can be created. If the AZ Senate does not delay sine die the end of session, new selection laws will not be created until they meet again next January. This last sentence, I can't say because YouTube policy. Sorry. Alright guys, I can't read this part either because of YouTube policy. Sorry. Legislators will go home until January and no action will be taken. Senator Kelly Townsend told Gateway Pundit correspondent Jordan Caradison, "We normally go home in early May. However, this is not a normal year because we are still in a state of emergency and the ADT is still underway. I cannot support going home under these circumstances. We saw last year that it's problematic for a legislature not to be at the table while dictates are being issued. If you want to see actions taken on the results of the ADT before January, call your legislators in AZ and demand that they delay sine die." Alright guys, that's the end of this article, and I never heard of sine die before, but first time for everything. It's the end of the session. So if they decide to go ahead and leave, that means they won't revisit this until they get back, which will be in January. By then it might be too late for the 2022 election that's coming. And there's a good chance that we could win the House and the Senate and the federal government when it comes to Republicans. So, in my opinion, they need to stay in session until they get the report, and then they can actually fix their laws to make sure stuff like this can't happen again. But there's another story in AZ I want to talk about, so let's go ahead and go to it. The AZ Secretary of State, Kelly Hobbs, refuses to accept 24,000 signatures for Speaker Bowers' recall. Alright guys, they actually, for this recall, they got 24,551 signatures. 10% more than what they really needed. What they really needed was 22,331. So they got a little over 2,000 more than what they needed. And Kelly Hobbs is so corrupt, she's keeping this recall from happening. And the reason she's keeping this recall from happening because Speaker Bowers is against the ADT. He's against it. He doesn't think it should be happening, even though he's a Republican. He's an ally of the corrupt Secretary of State of AZ. So if you want things to change, you need to be calling your legislators, take that power away from her. Give it to the AG, Attorney General, or something like that. Or the governor. The people of AZ has spoken. They want this recall to happen. And she's preventing it from happening. Now guys, that's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Peace.